Welcome back, everyone. Drake Hawkins with again for some more Ymir in our Wallaceburg Desert River solo single-player thingamabobble. So, where are we at? Let's have a look through the city, look through the resources and whatnot, and do a quick little summary of where we're at, and then continue. Before we get started, if you're enjoying the series, please hit that like button, it helps me out, and if you haven't already joined the clan, hit the subscribe button, and stay tuned for more great content. Alright, having a look at Wallaceburg. Let's check out our population. We are at 633 with 9 inactives. That's 6% of our population. Growth is 4.2, and our vital needs are still 49. Our conflict is increasing to 79. Loyalty is still high. People absolutely love being here. They just hate their neighbors, apparently. So, we got to deal with that. I would like to get into barter economy this episode. That would be fantastic. We went ahead and got, I think, all of our resources swapped over to, or at least the bulk of what we previously had at the time, swapped over to becoming state resources, which is great. Yeah, we got pretty much everything set as state. That'll help us out with our economy day one of switching to barter. That'll be wonderful, or at least after we get some basic food going. Let's do a quick review, though. We have, services-wise, we have Justice of 13, only 2 of the spots in there, but I think that's probably okay for now. Maybe? Maybe we need a little more. We could probably put in a little more. Let's do that. Let's make these people a little more law-abiding, shall we? Where can we put these? We could put a couple, down here. Give them a little bit of a roadway. Oh, apparently we are missing the leather for it. Indeed. We're only making 1.2 leather. So we might need to do a bit more hunting. We have the squad out there to do it, so we'll do that in a second. Housing-wise, it's just getting ridiculous. We have 143 active porcos and 176 sows. That's ridiculous. That's 150, that's 170. We gotta have some... Yeah, we got some slums starting to appear. Leather-wise, we have 5 in stock, so this is just kind of crazy. We have way too many people for this, for our current tech level, since we haven't gone to barter. Okay, so, recap, we have the second, is it functioning? Yes, that's right, it's at 0.3. Why is it at 0.3? Oh yeah, we have one of them over here. So we got a second, cattle farm going, that are each producing 0.3. You guys have been asking me to make sure I give even more of the everything content, so I'm going to try to get a little more, a little less edit requirements and kind of just do the editing out of the screens that are, well, that are just loading screens. So kind of try to get rid of everything else. Or keep everything else, I should say. We have the ability to... No, we don't. I was going to say we have the ability to make brickworks, but we don't. Because we can't make mud bricks without having axes. We can't make axes without having copper. We can't make copper, period. We don't have anywhere in the area that gives us copper. So let's look at the leather is what I was going to look at. 1.2 is our leather growth, and we're making 0.1... Yeah, I don't like that this happens. We're not we're distributing 0.4. I want to get it all. I want all 0.5 stocked until I get my state resource filled. But it's not going to happen. So, that's just a pet peeve I have. Still making javelins? Yeah, we're making javelins. 1.1. That is good. How's our lumber supply? 0.6 growth, not great. We could probably do with some more. We did hack out a bunch of trees at some point here. We haven't upgraded our woodcutters yet. That's a thing for post-copper. We got three orchards going. If we call them orchards, date farms going. 1, 2, and 3. We have a lettuce one down here. Down there, that's 2. That's 3. 4 lettuce farms. Okay. 4 lettuce farms, 3 date farms. We have 2 level 2 hunters over there and over... Why is this loading weirdly? That's weird. And the camels and the ostriches. Then we have our flint supply up here. Strangely enough, the Looks like we have a giant carrier group. Why? Were we already setting up to do a restart or a start of a new city? Why do we have 330 carriers? To get the population out of the workforce? Maybe. We have 11 inactives right now. We could roll a giant army out at the enemy. Wow. We also have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 tool makers working. We could probably do some more. Do we have a surplus of flint? No, we don't. We have a surplus of clay, though. Jeepers. 1.3 clay pots, 1.3 pots, and 1.3 pots. Let's switch this up to 32. Let us do that. And we can actually put in some more pottery. 1, 2, and 3 of them. That's going to be... We're going to be able to maintain it because we have 287 clay and still an income of 1.7. Yeah, and what else? Stoneworks. We could probably stack some more stoneworks in here just with the population that we have. Let's go ahead and do that. You can come in here. We'll probably end up shutting some of these off, but the amount of... Oh my goodness, we got resources just piled up over there. The amount of manpower we have right now is just atrociously high. I mean, it's not a bad, terrible thing, I guess, but like, it's kind of ridiculous. We're making a bunch of more clay or pottery there. Now, is there clay in the negative? No, not yet, so this hasn't updated. Okay, are we able to make warehouses yet? You know, we got granary 2s, we have ground storage, and we have paddocks. The warehouses is something I think I have in the live stream at this point. The Tuesday, whatever live stream. When are you guys going to see this? This will be the 2nd of January, it should be, when this comes out. So you'll have already passed all the shenanigans, or most of the shenanigans, about me moving. And yay, we're in a new house, we love it, but I don't know that for sure because I'm not actually there yet when I'm recording this. Time warp! Okay, what else? Mud. Mud is still stockpiling, that's good. We're actually using up our lettuce supply. Wow. That's kind of surprising. Huh. We actually capped out our lettuce supply. That'll jump again, though, when we get barter put in. I think we go out to the map, we grab a few more dudes, and we get ourselves, what's it called? A hunting going, a bit more hunting going. Before we... 16 there, there's 16 there. Before we actually go ahead and activate barter, I think that would be an advisable behavior. We can grab 15 more javelineers. We can go off and hunt this party right there. Excellent. So we've scouted a obscene amount of territory here. There's some arid space up here. There is a bit of arid space down here. And I imagine somewhere off in the distance we might find something else that's not arid or desert. But I wouldn't bet my life on it. This may be the middle of the Egyptian frontier. I don't know what we got going on. There's not even in very many like barbarian tribes. There's 3 free cities and 2 barbarians that we've sort of seen. 1.5. We've seen these guys a long time ago, but these ones down here we haven't seen yet. So let's let this fight finish and see what we can do. Alright, before we let that, as that's finishing, let's hit this elite warrior training. I'm not sure that it's a prerequisite for anything, but in case, maybe it is, I don't know. I don't know if that's a prerequisite for the snout training, which is, what is it, spears it's called? Okay, there we go. Looks like we finished the hunt and failed the tech. How'd the hunt go? Well, we captured 2 of them, 240 meat and 60... That's beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. 60 hide and 240 meat. The way the beast failed, well, that's okay. We have 240 meat coming in right now. That is a lot of goods. Let's unload the spare camels. 240 meat unloaded, and no, 200. Oh, no. Unload, not discard. That would be super duper sad. That's 65 then leather on hand and 320 meat, we'll go back and restart the Way of the Beast just because we can. We got a ton of knowledge points available, and we can apply 5 of our 6 hunters to it and spend the 50 meat like it don't even matter. So I was actually down here scouting things here, so I want to keep looking at stuff and get these guys hunting again. We're going to send them right back out to the hunt, because once we start another city, we hopefully won't have to do any hunting then. Alright, we are scouting the zone that is, let's see, 1, 2, 3 south and 2 west. Oh, it looks like we successfully completed the Way of the Beast. That's the only tech we are going. We also finished our hunt for another 216 meat, 53 leather, and 2 more camels captured. That's fantastic. This is another lush turf. A few fish. What, 2 of them? 2 fish? 2 fish spots. Clay, it's a decent spot, but again, it's too far away to be of much use unless it's got copper. Well, apparently they weren't able to take them all out. There's still one guy sitting there, so we'll pull this back and then hunt that last one. Pull him here and unload everything. Good, we're going to unload the meat. We're also, I think, going to unload the worker folk. I mean the carriers, that's the one. There we go. Now, resources-wise in Wallowsburg, we're now sitting at 150 state-owned, 143 of 150 leather. That's excellent. 487 meat is kind of ridiculous. Let's go ahead and look into something else. Where are we going to go with it? Let's go exploring to the southwest. We got a bunch of these javelineers that are eager to... Oh, wait a second. You're missing a javelineer. Get back there, my friend. Get back there. These are claimed. We're going to unclaim this turf. All of it. Actually, let's claim that one. And then we will... insufficient administration in the region? I feel like that's not accurate. We've got to have enough administration now, right? No? That province should be claimable now. There we go, yeah. We just had to wait for it to realize that it had properly unclaimed the other territories. This is claimed possibly because it's silver, possibly because we're looking somewhere else. There's a tiny silver spot there, so it's really not worth it for us. If we wanted a good, decent silver spot, there's one down here. What else we got going? We definitely want the papyrus, which is here, and the flax, which is here. We also have a medium copper here beside the flax. Now let's see where Wallowsburg is at for its administration. 0. Okay, well, that's pretty sad. Where's my army? You guys. How about you No, don't disband. That would make me very sad again. Why are we not seeing him on the map? He's a little weird. Reinforce. Come down this way. I want to see what's on here again. I forget. I thought there was some copper down here. There's also some territory that we really need to scout just for the sheer sake of having scouted it. Let's head off this way. Hey, maybe there's a chance we get something awesome, like 3 families. That's pretty much the best find there is as far as I'm concerned. I mean, maybe if we found some other epic resource, that would be awesome. Another medium river spot, arid medium river. That would be interesting to possibly scout. Let's head up this way. I really want to see what there is, what the world has to offer other than sand and rivers. Like, this is obscene. They're all great spots, don't get me wrong, but like, you've seen one desert river, you've seen them all. And we've seen them all. Actually, it looks like we've not seen them all. We probably are never going to have seen them all at the rate this is going. Again, desert, desert, desert. 2 families joined us. Nice. And another double river, messy, squirrely thing going on here. Go into the mountains. See if anything interesting happens there. More mountains. No, we're not going to go to rescue some sows because that's just going to destroy us. I guess we keep scouting. More scouty, scouty, scout. Attacked by 15 primitives. Well, farewell, primitives. You shall die a painful death. Can I scout that? I have visibility there, apparently. I really have no clue why I have visibility, but I'll take it. Let's scout that spot and see what we can find. Okay, so this tile is actually quite nice. Nothing spectacular yet, but I like the fact of having a river with a couple good clay spots and lots of silty territory. Even the good spread of the 3 quality stuff above the silt. That's pretty nice. But most importantly, it's about the closest forest that we have available, and this is arid forest. It's just crap. It's crap. You really need to push the limits on productivity to get forest working. I think we'll probably end up doing other fuel sources as soon as possible. Alright, so it looks like we finished the fight with the barbarians and lost... well, we lost 3 javelineers from that group, 6 from that group, so 9 in total. We also lost an old pig. Sad. Grandpa kicked somebody's butt, and a couple good kills for the old pigs, and then they died. So let's continue on the adventure to the south and see what we can uncover down here. See, finding places down here that are... What is that? It is a strange thing. We understand it not. It is continental. Ooh, very scary. 2 more families join. Yay! What are these things? I don't understand. What are these creatures? They're weird and they don't have humps. Never mind. I like it. I like that we found space that is not desert and arid. That's fantastic. I was genuinely concerned that that was all our world consisted of. But it is all lies. We have wonderful, amazing territories. Receive 15 loot. 8 javelins and 8 fish. Well, hello there, sir. Oh, hello. What? Excellent. 15 more agriculture goods. What did you find? Chickpeas! Excellent. This is a bunch of wolves. 10 hostile animal wolves. Oh, hello, Greyhide. Alphonse Greyhide. This was one of the players that started the server. That's cool. What did Alphonse have? Let's look at what he had in posterity. Whoa, what? Looks like we got a rebellion issue potentially in the capital. That would be atrociously bad. Let's have a very quick scout of this region and then head back up there and deal with that real quick. Minimap doesn't suggest he has much to look at. Basically, everybody got started the server, loaded characters in, and then crashed. And then proceeded to continually crash because apparently I can't host the game very well, so interesting. So not a stellar start for Greyhide here. Okay, so I just logged back in, had a major weird out crash, so hopefully we didn't lose any time or anything, and hopefully this rebellion in the city doesn't spark on us. In fact, let's swing up there and grab a few troops. 2 joined the family. 2 families joined the team, rather, I should say. A new army formation, the Cheesemongers. Cheesemongers, can you be javelins? Sure. 9 of you? That might help the city. Let's check out the numbers on the loyalty. Basically, when loyalty gets below... Jeepers. Decreasing to 1. Decreasing to 1? That can't be true. This cannot be true. Decreasing to 3. That's all that does. Okay, so you're going to have to add a lot more troops. We don't have any wolf pelts and we don't have any bear pelts, so those aren't options. Warriors. 20 of them. Come on, we got to shore this up for the moment. This is decreasing to 14. Wow, that went bad fast. Let's scout around behind the bottom south of this village and see what we can do. 3 families. Jeepers, we have 8 old pigs, 9 sows, 9 porcos, 36 piglets. This is crazy. Good terrain down south here, though. Keep going. Keep wandering. I don't know if the city is actually going to rebel, but it's not... 30% of our food lost is better than 30% of our porcos lost. Three new families. Man, these guys are cranking in the team. That is 12 porcos and 12 sows. 30 loot, 10 silver, 10 ore. Oh my goodness. Jeepers, dudes. You are just cranking things, and you may be the future of the city, though, or the civilization, though, if this thing crashes. Increasing to 32. Oh, that's good. That's good. It has corrected its issues. What did you get here? 2 families. 2 families again. We have a whole small village wandering around with us right now. That's fantastic. In fact, they even have like chickpeas, and fish, and javelins. This is a freaking village. 13 clay, 13. This is ridiculous. Okay, what do we do with them? I think we come back this way. Check out this tile, or this tile for our wood. We need wood. We desperately need a forest, a properly forested tile. But I don't know that we're going to get anything that's going to be close enough. Because we definitely want this tile for our... not this tile. Where is it? Paper, barley, buffalo, and 3 fish on this tile. So we're going to set up a village there. We are going to probably set up a village here, at least long enough to get some flax. Maybe we should do that now while it doesn't cost an arm and 3 legs. Let's go that way. I don't know if we've actually scouted all of this turf, so we might find some events on the way. They have a lot of stuff, though. They have basically a whole village worth of stuff. 1 wood. They could use some wood. That would be lovely. Lovely, lovely, lovely. We have 14 wood in stock. We're gaining at 1. Not great, lads. Not great at all. Oh, wait. Get out of there. Don't run that way. Phew. Okay, good. Porcoderthal tribe, the Neanderthal version, the pig version of Neanderthals, was standing there. We could actually kick their butts pretty aggressively. If we move through here and grab a few, I don't know what, a few resources. We have 175 sows there. 137 porcos, or yeah, adult males here. We got this place increasing. Maybe we wait just long enough to get these guys' loyalty back up. I don't know how long that takes, but I'm thinking this is the tile we need to go to first to get the flax. Once that's set up, we can pick up those people, move them out of there, and go here, which will probably need a well. We don't really need the tile that has native flax on it. We do need copper, and we need it pretty badly. We have 2 tiles that have medium-sized copper deposits in them. That's pretty much all we've seen. That's the only copper right down here that we know about. And there's very little as far as survivability in this region. I think we would end up putting in some really nice houses, putting in a couple forestry units where we can grab a bit of trees, very little bit of trees just to use up some of the population. Maybe we make mud bricks here, I don't know, but gather some copper and get it home. I think that's going to be important. But it definitely does not have a water source. So we're going to need to bring enough hammers to make a well immediately. We have lots of hammers here. We don't have, we got some hammers. Let's, what? Why can I not add resources to this guy? What? What are you doing? Well, I'll just add hammers then. Fine, give me hammers. Not that many. Give me 22 hammers. And go ahead and give me some hoes. Where you hose at? I want 20... 20 hose? Yeah. You know what? I want 30 hose. Good. That is desert, right? That is desert. Do we have any chickpeas stored here? We don't. Let's go ahead and dump off the chickpeas and tell them to store them. Give them a, I don't know, let's go at least 24. I'm going to switch that to 25 because when you dump them off quite frequently they grab a bite. You know, and we don't want them to grab a bite. This would be unpleasant. Hose, hammers, javelins, wood. We need to add more wood. Like all the wood that they have. That would be great. And probably grab a batch more sows, maybe, huh? Let's grab another batch of, I don't know, 30 sows. No, not 30 sows. Because that's a lot of houses we'd need. 16 sows. Put it up to 30 immediately. Do we have the leather for it? We don't. Let's go ahead and grab some leather. 21 leather. Yeah, that'll have to do for now. And another few. Well, I guess only one. We're full. Okay, that'll be good. We're gonna set up a village, and it's gonna no, not there. It's gonna be over here together. Oh, not there. That would be dumb. We'd walk right through that 50-some dudes. How dumb could you get on that, Drake? That would be suicidal. So this way, and then we'll go north and grab our flax deposit. It's the only local flax deposit we have, but I believe desert can produce flax. Yeah, I believe the wise wiki tells me that desert can produce flax. So we're going to grab this whole crew, and we're going to say orders, settle, apparently none because we still have it claimed. I find that really strange that you have to unclaim the territory before you can settle it. I mean, it's probably a mechanic due to the fact that the tile is owned, or not owned by, but claimed by a certain town, and the amount of units, or the amount of authority that that town has is spent on this. So Fluxington, not Flaxington, this is Fluxington, because Fluxington is going to disappear well before it gets on into any important tech. Let's see, this new Fluxington town. Let's see what you got there. Come on, open up. Open your info. How many times can that? Oh, we crashed. No, we didn't crash. We're fine. Loyalty starts at 50. Culture's 10. No growth. We have 30 sows, 13 old pigs, 56 piglets, and 14 actives. Well, let's get some more actives in there. So you guys can all disband right into there. Set current as home, and then disband into said home. Go into village and deal with it. Good. Let's have a look at this new location. Alright, Fluxington here is going to definitely need a well to start out with, so let's throw a well in. Well, we should put it right there. That sounds like a lovely spot. We're going to build housing. Very basic old housing here. And we're going to tell them build as many as they can. Oh, those are all in the wrong spot. That's super duper stellar awesome. Keep it going. Why? Oh, we're still loading up this screen. That's what's going on. Okay, we're working now. It's all flown. We're getting our houses in. That is 20 of them. Missing the leather. So we only had leather for 20 of them. Okay, fair enough. Do we put in a doctor? No, we don't have any stone here. Do we have any stone location here? We do. Let's start with a stone. No, that's clay. A stone gatherer. We can go over here. Then we are going to have a actual gatherer. And he's going to be right in. Do we get one dude to do it all? I think so. 1.59. That's beautiful. Alright, clay, good. Tin ore. No worries. Fishing. Do we have fishing in this tile? I don't recall. I don't think so. It's not urgent, but if we had the food, it would help. We don't. Do we have any huntables in this tile? Let's double check it this way. Easier to check the hunting if we do it like this. No, we don't have any hunting, or it would have shown me the icons in the corners. It is most unfortunate. Okay, what do we got for wood? I think we're gonna just wood the heck out of this. Oh, we don't have any hide. Really? Okay, fine. Let's go back to the city, grab some hunters, and go grab a carrier and bring some hide over. Do we even? Yeah, we gotta have a ton of hide. We've got to have a ton of hide. So let's go over here and hit new formation. The poorly led follower. You can have 3. We only have 3 leather? How? What? Why? When? And where? How did we possibly lose all our leather? Oh no. What happened in between episodes? Or in between, not episodes, in between the crash there? I lost most of my meat and all of my leather. Like, I had 150 leather. How did I lose all that? I mean, I didn't take it. Right? No, I didn't. I didn't have any barbarian attacks. Oh, man. The game crashed. And I thought it was just, you know, a matter of I couldn't get it loaded back up properly. But apparently, I lost everything that I delivered. Jeepers. Major unpleasant rollback. Of only some parts. Because my troops were still down in cellar. I don't get it. We lost a crack ton of supplies. Like, a lot. Oh my goodness. Alright. How many javelins do we have now? 3? Let's go hunt these things, I guess. Get me. Oh, you shouldn't do that. No, you shouldn't do that. You shouldn't do that. Don't do that. Get me a new dude and get me a few of the... Oh, you went and did it anyways. You Dorkosaurus. Yes, I called him a Dorkosaurus. That was ridiculous. Ah, I just ran into that fight to hunt camels. With warriors, which isn't great. But most importantly, I ran in there without having carriers. Which is, of course, stupid. You can come up here and form me an army of javelineers, please. A 15 stack of javelineers. We'll run them down, grab some what are they called? Carriers, and head down to farm, join the fight. Okay, so we got a problem. Things are not loading properly for me. This army's not selectable. Oh, there we go. They selected this time. I've built 2 armies. I possibly built 2 armies. I had 30. There we go. I had 32 javelins. You guys can disband back into the city. Didn't mean to build 2. It's really being weird with me right now. I've told this guy to move, like, yeah, like, it's super, super duper laggy. I'm going to restart something here and get right back with you guys. Okay, so I apologize. You guys missed some content here. Apparently, I wasn't recording, and I was, oops, sorry. Things were progressing here. I've had a few crash issues. So the city of Wallsburg is getting attacked by quite a force. 126 raiders are coming. There's 15 in the cheesemongers and 45 in the Royal Goats militia. So we'll see if those 60 can take care of them. I'm not 100% convinced they can. We've set up Flexington's basics. Let's pop back in there for, well, back in there from my perspective for the first time, or second maybe, time in there for yours. Okay, so the village is doing okay here. We did put in some lettuce and some date palms, so the Gathering Camp up here is producing, has 7 and 7. It's producing 1.3 lettuce, 1.2 dates, apparently. It's a little odd, but what's its usage? 76%. Resource stocked is, they're told to stock 24, so 0.3 growth there, 0.3 growth there. That works. We're usually, or primarily rather, feeding ourselves with meat. We got a 0.7 lumber, 0.7 lumber. Decent, getting enough. Let's go ahead into the build menu quickly, grab the rest of this wall and put it in. 1, 2, and 3, and I think I can't put in the gate yet, eh? No, it needs 2. Okay, I'd like that gate in, and then we throw our strategic resource in there. Let's gather some storage around the area. This is all very kind of silly because, I don't know, not silly, but it's just not going to be vital. You don't even care that I'm fumbling up where I'm placing these because it's that unimportant. We can plow them down anywhere we want and just let the guys do their thing. Let's go ahead in here and delete this. No, not that much. This and this. Good. And housing wise, we'll get most of our resources back when we finish. 6 leather. No. Population, how are you doing? You have inactives? You have 16 inactives. Okay. For the time being, we are going to gather ourselves. Are we making some hammers? We are. Should we make some hoes with the population while the stockpile some flax? I suppose we can. Go ahead and grab one more flax tool combination. Oh, did I put a tool guy in here? Yeah, I did. There he is. There he is. We'll switch the current one over to hose so I don't have to come back to it. Let's see. More housing. How are we doing for 9? That'll be enough to put in some housing anyways. We can finish off this square. Square? Is that the right shape? I think it's more of a rectangle. There we go. So I'm trying to make sure you guys get a little more up-paced activity going on here on this particular lovely server. A forum seems like an overkill for a temporary base. We have stone income already. Yes, 1.6. Let's go with the lumber because that's going to be... Okay, yet another error. Sorry about that. Let's continue. What else can we give these guys? I think the idea is to give them hammers. We need leather and we need... Yeah, we're not going to be able to build any or produce any leather here. Maybe we just let them kind of cruise for a bit here. Wow. Wow, the city was raided and entirely wiped out defenses. Oh my goodness. Okay, what do we got? 16 flax here. Let's see if Flexington needs to be recalled. We lost a lot of stuff. Jeepers, oh my goodness, they just decimated our supplies. Alright. Minior has 49 defenders. I don't know if we should go crush them or what. But we need another militia unit there. Wow, that was rough. We only have enough for 20 defenders. Can I interact? Thank you. Go ahead with another batch of javelins. So 6, that's better than 5. Yes, good. Maybe we return Flexington and bring him over here. Maybe we do. Barley, papyrus, fish. Down here. Fish and ostrich up here. And that could be our flax production. We still need the copper mine going. That's going to be 3 villages. 1, 2, and 3 right there. Plus our capital. You know what? The city can grow with its own flax production. And it'll be fast to grow. So I think what we'll do here is we will disband this group into Flexington. This is a javelin militia. And then we're going to go ahead and take this village and take it apart. We're going to disband everything it's got. That'll pull everything out. and then we can remove them, bring them back to the capital, and redefend the capital, because that was atrocious. We lost 60 adult males to that. Alright, so I just told them to delete everything in here. We don't seem to have the hide to actually... because we're not going to get a bunch of hide backs or leather back, so I'm going to grab some leather from the capital here. I'm going to form a tiny little army, the Sad Wolves. Alright, you can be just the 6 Sad Wolves, and you can come... Come on, come on. Interact, please. Let me move my troops. There we go. No, come on. Spawn, please. Jeepers, this thing is being weirdly laggy today. I apologize for my computer's rudeness. Alright, get up to Fluxington. Disband into Fluxington. Fluxington, therefore, should have the materials to make 7. That's right. Good. And, oh, I didn't mean to go into the village. Oh, well. We'll wait a second here. We got to put in a cut really soon here. So I will just finish this up, move them back home, and then we'll get them sorted out. And we'll be back for next episode to see what we can accomplish with barter and settling new villages before barter, because I think that's the better way to go, since I'm not in a rush here. Evacuate this territory, please. Bam. Pull out of the territory. Alright, so we barely had enough storage capacity to handle everything we had here, but we did get 19 flax out of the deal, which will be plenty to get a good village going, probably right there. We're most likely going to build them right on there. For now, however, let's move you back to the base. And I think we're going to put in a cut here. We have accomplished some things, but primarily just got ourselves killed. This new formation can disband entirely into Wallaceburg. Good. And the city of Wallaceburg needs a bit more defenders. You can upgrade. Good. And we can add in another batch of Javelineers. We got 15 stacker. That's good. And then I'm going to form the army of the Flamers. Okay, that's a little odd. But go ahead and make it. 9 javelins and I suppose you can be some, I don't know, rock throwers? Sure. Let's go into the village, into the city of Wallaceburg, and get those. Make sure those guys are in the right location. We have to make sure that we position them again as proper, what's it called, like in their proper defensive position. Strategic tool to put them in their defensive position. Okay, so just browsing the aftermath of this fight, they damaged a lot. Did they take all our camels? Well, they left us with 3 camels. It's harsh. How do we have a growth of 0.3 camels, though? We shouldn't. You're working. You're lagging. You're not working. Okay, are we short people? We have 27 available jobs. Ouch! Our population of adult males has dropped to 115 and females are 172. Our growth is minus 14.8 with vital needs being met at 15%. Wow! That's atrocious. That's pretty ridiculous huge. Grain and wheat, is that what's stored in? No, what's stored in here? Chickpeas. Wow. That's harsh. Let's make sure you get max supply, please. You should get max supply as well. Chickpeas and stuff. These, what is this? Lettuce? Only in restricted zone, please. Chickpeas also should only be in restricted zone. We're going to forbid that. Allow chickpeas? No, not chickpeas. Allow dates. Forbid that. Allow dates, right? Get some. Whatever's left over. Good. Alright, those are repaired. The paddocks are repaired. What are you guys doing? You need to hire, please, so that I can get some fine camel folk stored in here. Okay. We have 3 forms providing what service level? 100%. Doctors are at 21% and justice is at 14%. All right. Man, that was a harsh attack. They kind of actually set us back ridiculously far. Not a fan of that. I could put in 2 more of the food storage granary 2s for our beef supply. Probably be okay. Population-wise, we are still 31 available jobs. That makes me sad. How are we doing for just increasing to 36? That's not going to be enough to remove any of our guardians. Alright. Well, we managed to take a serious hit at the end of this video. I do apologize. Perhaps I should have sent some troops from the other place back quicker. I didn't, though, so that's unfortunate. 80 is being stored there. Those are stocking 25. Chickpeas are stocking 80. We have a bit of metal that we've gathered. We are trying to maintain a minimum stock of 4 camels. Oh, that's why they're... Is that why they're doing that? 0.6.3 being distributed? No, maybe not. Maybe it's just 0.3 is the only ones that are actually working. So next episode, do we do barter? Or do we do, like, setting up the cities first, taking advantage of the free resources before we go to barter? Because we're doing okay. We could have probably 600 population here, and I imagine we could have a good 300 to 400 in each of the other villages before we even enact barter. In which case, we might be able to produce a lot of very high-valued materials and transport them to boom an economy of whatever our capital becomes. Like, I'm thinking Wallows might not be the best permanent capital, right? It's got 2 hunters and has 1 fish, so that's good. Ideally, anything with 2 or 3 or 4 fish makes a really good capital, as long as it can have also some meat. You know, if we can get 3 fish and 2 or 3 harvesting spots like this, you are golden for a capital. And it's got a reasonable amount of space anyways. But that's probably a good spot for us to put in a cut here. We have a ridiculous issue with our culture being at 5,000. We are losing population right now simply because of the fiasco of that war. That'll balance itself out. Basically, there's a whole lot of ladies that don't got some blokes. No foe or no porco friends for them. So 250 piglets is also a little extreme. Yeah, our piglet variation. We're going to lose 102. We'll have 102 less than we do right now at the next generation. So a lot of them lost to sickness. Primarily 125 of them will go to adulthood. 74 lost to sickness. 25 to murders. 38 to aging porcos becoming old pigs. I don't know how that affects piglets. Oh, that's not piglets at all. I didn't click the right button. It's even worse. 430 births. 256 lost to sickness. 29 to murders. And 250 reaching adulthood. So that's wild. Our population growth should be huge, but we're actually losing more than 250 going to adulthood. Yikes. Well, thank you everybody for joining me. I do appreciate it. Hit the like button if you're enjoying the series, and let me know what you think. We managed to harvest some flax. We'll probably come back for that later. This tile only has paper on it, so I think I'm going to unclaim that one because it's pointless. It's really pointless. This guy is honestly just holding a copper spot. This is holding a copper spot, and these are 3 very productive tiles for... this one has fish and buffalo. This one has buffalo, paper, 3 fish, and barley. It's a ridiculous tile. And this one has 2 fish, an ostrich, and then again, all 3 of them are very silty desert. What are they? Desert floodplains. So, well, that's where we're going to leave it. Thank you everybody for joining me, and as always, I will see you in game.